Hey, what's up, guys? It's StainV, and this is another online qualifier match for you guys. This one is on Villa Domination, and we are playing VWS. And alright, so off the break, I push top Villa, try to get map control. The rest of my guys are pushing towards B, and we go down pretty early here. Stro manages to stay alive at triangle and picks up 2 kills, which is huge. You always want to push past B and get a guy to the triangle or to the building behind it, which is what we call flowers, before you go for that cap, just to get the cutoffs. I always tell my teammates, don't get on the flag unless you know for sure that someone has the cutoff. And what I mean by that is anytime you're capping a flag, you shouldn't have to watch 3 different ways and wonder where the enemy's coming from. You should have a teammate that's capable of watching 1 or 2 choke points, so that when you're on the flag, you only have to focus on one direction. For example, I was watching cuts right here as they were capping B, and they were able to only focus on triangle, which is right where Diz is coming up on, and it just makes it easier to cap the flags. So that's like that's your goal whenever you're capping flags, that you should only have to worry about 1 point. And if you don't die from there, the only other way you should be able to die is by a nade. So as long as your team understands how to actually cap a flag, it should be easy. Unless you're playing a seasoned team that kind of knows what they're doing. I expanded out way too much there. I saw him here in theater mode. I don't know why I didn't see him mid-game, but he was at the bottom of the flower stairs in the corner of my screen. So that could have been a kill I picked up, and we would have kept map control, but we all ended up dying. And the thing about the A side that's so good is that you can risk dying because you can hit those nades on B, and they're so easy. And another thing is for the opponent, the team that's capping B in that situation, when you have a team stuck on the A spawn, if you look up in the sky, you can kind of see the nades coming, and you can dodge them some of the times. Right there, I probably should have pushed out to flowers where the guy was at the stairs before he even got there. I was just waiting for my teammate to come on over, so I was just trying to watch 2 things at once, and it kind of costed me my life. Alright, so Diz lets me know that he's taking shots. I push up, help him. Right now, this is pretty much the main setup. You want a guy at triangle, which is where I am right now. I'm backing down just to make sure no one comes around the corner pre-nading or stunning. And you want a guy where Diz was, which is what we call flowers. You should have 2 guys here at all times, and whenever you're holding the A and B setup, and your other 2 guys should be what we call B cuts or statue, somewhere in that area watching B cuts, and then someone should be watching A, unless your team's more aggressive and you guys just push up to circle, which is what we call the middle map. Alright, so I took out 2 guys there. They have 1 guy pushing the bar, and they try to get 1 guy on B, but once again, you should never try to cap a flag by yourself. We ended up just nading him off, and I think they're trying to single cap it again. I'm not sure. Let's see. Nope. Alright, so they did something smart that time. They double capped the flag, took it from us, we picked them off. They didn't have map position when they were capping it, so I think we capture this one back. Yeah, we do. Alright. We end up winning this side, but we do lose the other side by we lose the total map by like 8 points or something. We miscalculated, and I don't think we thought we could have won, but we could. So that's another thing. Unless you're for sure, 100% sure that there's no possible way you can win, don't give up, because you sometimes things happen. You might get a lucky 3 cap, or anything can happen. So, or the other team might think they won, and they might not expect, a possibility of losing, and they might give up. So always just, unless you're 100% sure that it's mathematically impossible to lose, always try. Okay, so this is the setup I was talking about. I had flowers, Diz had triangles, or triangle. He died, called out the guy. I picked up 3, so I still have map control. I'm not getting too aggressive because the C-Dom building is we call it church, and one of the main spawn points is front church, and if you get too aggressive on the C-Dom spawn, then they're going to spawn double doors and I'll show you exactly what that is here in a second. He missed the shots. Anyway, at the end of the arches, the B arches to the left is double doors, and if you get too aggressive on C, they often spawn there, and that's the worst. You're pretty much giving them the B spawn. So only get aggressive on this map whenever you need to. This is more of a setup map. As long as you know your setups, you can hold 2 flags just about the entire game. Which is why when you're playing a good team and they have you, in a 2 cap or in a 3 cap, it's really hard to break out of, especially on this map. That's another one. I gotta stop challenging so many people at those stairs. I'll walk away for a second and I'll come back, not expecting someone to be there, and let my guard down, and then I'm in a gunfight that I could have avoided if, I kind of walked away and waited for my teammate. Right now we're just working on getting map control again. I think someone got aggressive and they got that double door spawn, or they just spawned back beach and they were wrapping around. Either or, we just got map control back. We have middle map controlled. Someone calls out there's a guy over at double doors. I try to pick him off. Someone shot me in the back from, I think, C-Dom through the door. He was probably shooting at Diz, and it hurt me. That guy killed me in like a bullet or 2. That was unfortunate. This is a really good spawn point we got, cuts. I really don't know how to force that spawn. It's more so off of where the enemy team is. I got a good nade on B, picked up the guy at statues, and then there was another one that killed me. That's fine. I took out 2. You never want to die without killing someone, because then you're not helping your team at all. So don't try to put yourself in positions where you're trying to run out and be Rambo and try to pull something off, and then you just end up dying. Alright, the situation right there, we had a guy in our spawn near A, and that guy climbed up from what we call garage, which is the building. If you're on A capping the flag and you're looking towards bar, kind of the climb up to your left, we call that garage. And someone climbed up from garage, and I heard him while I was top bar, and I assumed that my teammate would challenge him, who was at A, but I'm not sure if he didn't see him or what, but he didn't call him out coming top bar, so I didn't expect it. So the guy picked me off before I was able to kill the guys on B, and that kind of gave them their 3 cap. So right there, I don't think they were able to nade us because they had just killed us all trying to get that 3 cap, so they probably didn't have any nades. Only one came over the building. Either that or they were just out positioned and bottom bar and couldn't get that grenade off. I'm just going back and forth because our whole team isn't up, and I'm not too sure where exactly they were and the time was running out. So I will be uploading more of these. I hope you guys enjoy them, and thanks again.